Hey y'all, it is day 34. Day 34. I made it to day 34. I can't believe it. It feels like 6 months, but I made it to day 34. Things that I'm dealing with now, day 34. Well, just to reflect on these last 30 days. It's been a lot, and I'm gonna keep saying over and over again, if I would have had this surgery the first time around, I would have never had a second surgery. This round, I question my motives quite often. So in the last 30 days, I've dealt with gas, my first bowel movement, the drain. Y'all remember I hated the drain. Fluid on my stomach, which I'm still currently dealing with. And most importantly, lipo itch. I can't explain to anyone, unless you've had surgery, how serious the side effects of lipo is. But it's like, y'all, my back. So a side effect to lipo is your nerves being, I'm going to say it in layman terms. It's like when you have something traumatic like lipo in your back or anywhere in your body, your nerves detach, right? Because of the experience. And as you heal, they reattach. And in that process, it signals off to you that you're itching. Well, when you're already dealing with a numb back, it's like you're scratching for no reason. I have this faja on. I have this 360 lipo board around my body. Then my back starts itching. I have now upgraded myself to a back scratcher, but at first it was like I never can get to the itch. And when you do get to the itch, because your back is numb, you're scratching harder than what you think you are, and you could potentially make yourself bleed. Now, my first round, I definitely had lipo itch, but it was more in my butt. But this lipo that I got in DR, which they told me was way more aggressive, has kicked my ass. Like, one night I convinced myself I had bed bugs. Like, I just knew, like, it's no way in hell my back can be this. Something has to be eating me up. And it was lipo itch. I had just changed my sheets before I got in the bed. Lipo itch has made me rethink this whole, I mean, like, I'm in it now. But it's, like, I've cried in moments. I've cried at moments because of it. Like, it's really, really serious. So, you know, and I've taken Benadryl. That helps. Different type of oils on my back. It helps. But there's no way around it. It's like no way around it. And it's serious. But other than that, you know, I'm healing. Like, I move better. I'm not walking, you know, scrunched up anymore. I'm moving right along. Like, my incision, and I'll take a picture of it. I was going to show you guys my body, but I have this faja on with this. I'm not taking all that stuff out. I didn't have to put it back on. It's just not happening today. So when I do take it off, I might take it off this evening when my son gets here, because he can help me put it back on. Then I'll take some pictures and post it. But for now, y'all just gonna know that I'm healing fine. My incision is moving right along. I haven't had any problems with that. I have retained a lot of fluid in my stomach area, which is normal, which is why I had to seek another masseuse, because she's able to extract the fluid off my stomach, which doesn't hurt at all. I'm going to post a video tonight on what my massages look like. I haven't, most will probably say that I probably should have kept my drain. I'd rather have them extracted off of me than for me to have to carry this drain around my body. I can't do that. I couldn't do it. It doesn't hurt for her to extract it. I don't have any pain, so just keep extracting. I'm cool with that. Now, one of the things that I have to do more often now is eat a lot of pineapples or drink pineapple juice because it's a diuretic and it helps to release fluid. I have transitioned into a low carb diet, which I said I was going to do on day 30. So all my carby ways are in my past right now. I'm not going to be on strict keto for now until maybe month 3. Right now, I'm just going to low carb it out outside of the pineapples that I eat. So basically, I'm staying away from bread, pasta, rice, and junk food outside of the pineapples that I eat. Another major thing that I want to talk to you guys about, or not major, but something that you have to think about if you're thinking about doing elective surgery is post-op care. Post-op care is the most important part of this process. I know a lot of people stress out about just having the surgery in itself, but that's the easy part. It's not like you awake during the surgery. You go to sleep and then you wake up with a new body. I was thinking about that about a week ago. I don't remember nothing. Like, they gave me the little blue pill. Baby, that blue pill knocked me out. And I woke up. I went to the back about 9:30 a.m. and I woke up at 8 p.m. I went to a recovery room, went down different floors. I mean, like, I was completely knocked out. I became conscious and aware of what was going on about 8 p.m. that same day. And from there, it's been like, woo. Post-op recovery is important. Again, that's one of the most important parts of the surgery. So when you are calculating your funds, you need to make sure that you calculate massages in post-op recovery, especially if you get lipo. You have to get massages. And of course, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. You need to listen to what your doctor advised, but I do consider myself experienced. I've had 2 elective surgeries within a year. It hasn't even been a year since I've had my first one. And through my experiences and what I've dealt with, you got to have massages. Like, massages help relieve the swelling, release the fluid, and it helps mold your body. You feel 100%. Initially, when you start getting massages, it's like, I'm going to fight this woman or this man. And then they become a part, you need them because you see the difference in how you feel and how you maneuver without them. And when I say massages, I mean like the first 2 weeks, you should get them every day. And then the third, maybe the third or fourth week, you can maybe go down to 2 or 3 times a week. My masseuse, which is a little Colombian lady who got them hands. Initially, it was one of my friends. I call her my friend. Hey, friend, because I know you're watching. She has great hands. Like, I love her. She massages really well, but she doesn't extract fluid off of anyone. And I needed that because that fluid can turn into seroma, which can lead to other additional problems that you do not want to have while you're healing. The fluid can turn hard. It can turn into infections. You don't need none of that. So I needed somebody to extract fluid off of my stomach. And this little Colombian lady Rosa was able to do it. But Rosa told me day 30, I should have had 20 massages by now, at least 20, 25 massages. And I'm like 15 in because, again, they're expensive. In DR, they were $35. Okay, great. I could probably get about 50 at 35. But when you get back to Houston, they are 75 to 150 per session. So if I'm getting 2 or 3 a week, do the math. I'm spending $360 a week on massages times 4. That's more than rent. My mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So you need to calculate that. And that's the first month. You're supposed to be getting massages is for, they'll recommend 2 to 3 months. So you have to get massages. Like, you have to calculate that in your total cost. First. Second, make sure you have emotional support. Make sure you have, like, I wouldn't know what to do without my surgery sisters because they've been through it. They know what's going on. I can call and talk to them about it. They understand where I'm coming from when I'm telling them this faja, I'm ready to take this damn faja off, or my back is itching like crazy. I don't know what to do. But to talk to somebody who is not in a situation, their response is always, well, you paid for it. You wanted that. That's what you know, and you don't want to hear that when you're going through it. Like, I know I paid for it because I paid for it. Like, I know all of that. I don't want you to say that to me. But it's just hard to be emotionally supportive when you don't understand. So make sure you have a great support system. My son tells me every other day I need a nurse. And my response to him is, I nursed you for a year. You're going to nurse me for 3 months. Simple as that. He hates my faja. He lets me know. But you're going to put me and help me in this faja and this ab board. Because I fed you for 18 years. So, let's go. So he isn't the greatest support system, but he all I got, and I'm all he got, and he gonna help me. So make sure you have that. So support system, massages, and be mindful that you don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to somebody else's and their process along the way and where they're at and how they're looking, because you just never know. You never know what they had to do to get there. You never know what unless you know them personally, what their foundation look like. How great of a doctor did they go? What did they doctor do? Everybody is different. And you would beat yourself up to look at somebody and say, damn, she looking like this. Why I'm not looking like that? Don't do yourself like that. Don't. A lot of times you don't know what a person had to do to get to where they're at. You don't know if they got massages every day, what type of massages they receive. You just don't know. So don't do yourself a favor and just allow it to be a process, an emotional process, because that's exactly what you're signing up for. And that's it. I think that's what I really want to talk about, with everyone, what my day 30 is looking like. I feel a little better. Took my braids down, put a little lipstick on, a little lash for everybody. I would have done that 2 weeks ago. So it's moving right along. Like, do I see the light at the end of the tunnel? Yeah, I see a glimpse. But I'm not at that point where I'm just like, oh. No. I'm not at all. So, but my other surgery sisters, I have one that's shopping. I have one, again, she's on the grind doing everything she needs to do. And I have one that, baby, she's asking herself every day, why? So, we're all at different healing spots. And that's fine because we're all handling this surgery differently, which is to be expected. I just want to be 100% real with everybody if you do decide to sign up for something like this, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And again, like I said at the beginning, if I would have known that this was going to take place, I'm fine. I can tell y'all that I'm fine. I can tell y'all I'm fine because I'm fine. But the road to recovery is a lot. So thank you guys for being so supportive. I get so much great feedback. You could definitely DM me and ask me any type of questions you would like. I think that I'm very resourceful and knowledgeable about this. Again, I've had 2 surgeries and it hasn't even been a year yet. And I can assist you or at least point you in the right direction. So pray for me, y'all.